Imagine a canvas stretched infinitely, painted in the hues of midnight, where each stroke of light from distant stars whispers secrets of ancient times. We stand beneath this celestial tapestry, our eyes wide with wonder, as if the universe itself had just drawn its first breath in a silent symphony of creation. Each point of light, a story. A star whose death gave birth to gold, planets, and the very elements that compose the core of our being. In this vast expanse, before time as we know it dared to tick, there was a moment of unfathomable silence, a pause pregnant with the cosmic dance that was to come. This was the era of cosmic inflation, a fleeting whisper in the cosmic timeline, yet it sculpted the architecture of our universe, stretching it beyond the bounds of our imagination. As we gaze up, the stars gaze back, draped in the mystery of their origin. They provoke us to question, to dream. How did such a majestic order arise from the chaos that preceded the spark of existence? What secrets do these silent sentinels hold about our own beginnings? But what lies behind this cosmic veil? Imagine a desert, vast and sprawling, where each grain of sand represents a galaxy within our universe. This desert stretches beyond the horizons of comprehension, endlessly echoing the vastness of space. In this cosmic desert, the theory of cosmic inflation is like the wind that once swept across the barren plains, rapidly spreading the sands far and wide in the blink of an eye. This moment of inflation, occurring less than a trillionth of a second after the universe began, dramatically expanded our cosmic landscape from the microscopic to the astronomical. Before this grand expansion, the universe was a hot, dense point, smaller than a single atom. This point, seething with intense energy, was the seed from which everything would spring. Then, almost spontaneously, it began to grow at an exponential rate. Imagine a balloon inflating at an unimaginable speed, and within this balloon, the fundamental forces of nature began to separate, and the building blocks of matter started to form. This rapid expansion smoothed out the wrinkles and irregularities that existed in the early universe, setting the stage for a cosmos where galaxies, stars, and planets could eventually emerge. It's akin to smoothing out a wrinkled cloth, preparing it for a painter to lay down colors. The inflationary theory not only explains the large-scale structure of the universe, but also why the cosmic background radiation is so uniformly spread across the heavens. From this titanic event, the universe continued to cool and expand, leading to the formation of hydrogen and helium, the first atoms. These atoms clumped together under the force of gravity, forming stars and galaxies. Each star, a furnace of nuclear reactions, forged the heavier elements that are the building blocks of planets and life itself. In this orchestration, everything is connected. The iron in our blood was produced in the heart of a dying star. As we stare into the night sky, the stars we see are the distant echoes of this initial symphony of creation. They are not just points of light, but markers of time, each telling a tale of cosmic history and complexity. The universe, much larger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined, beckons us with its silent, starry gaze. So, as we reflect on the grand narrative of cosmic inflation and the vast, expanding universe it has begotten, we find ourselves part of a story much greater than our individual lives. It's a story written in the language of mathematics and physics, sung in the light of stars, and whispered in the patterns of galaxies. What truths might be hidden within this infinite architecture? As we drift through the cosmic desert, where each twinkling star tells a tale older than any of us can fathom, we are reminded of our shared origins in the vast, mysterious universe. This journey into the heart of cosmic inflation has not just expanded the boundaries of our understanding, but also our connection to everything that exists. The universe, with its silent symphony of galaxies, invites us to ponder our place within it and to dream beyond the horizons of our imagination. If this voyage through the stars has touched your spirit, I invite you to leave your voice in the comments. Share your reflections, your dreams, how this glimpse into our cosmic past has reshaped your view of the night sky and our collective journey through space and time. Let's return to where it all began, and together, keep unraveling the mysteries written in the light of distant suns. Your thoughts and insights enrich our shared exploration. Imagine the universe before the first dawn, an expanse not of darkness, but of potential, pregnant with the seeds of galaxies, stars, and, eventually, life itself. It was a realm before time where silence reigned supreme, not a silence of emptiness, but one of anticipation, like the hushed breaths before the first note of a symphony. In this prelude to existence, chaos was the maestro, wielding the baton of cosmic forces with wild abandon. The ingredients of everything we now know, hydrogen, helium, and traces of lithium, were scattered like dust in a cosmic storm, waiting for a spark. This was not the chaos of disorder, but the fertile chaos from which structure and complexity are born, as if the universe itself were a giant phoenix preparing to rise from its own ashes. Then, in less than a blink in the eye of eternity, the theory of cosmic inflation took hold. It was as if the universe took its first deep breath, expanding exponentially faster than the speed of light. This breath smoothed out the wrinkles of the cosmic fabric, laying a foundation as vast and smooth as a desert, where once there had been jagged mountains of quantum fluctuations. In this sudden, violent expansion, the universe cooled, and the first atoms formed, setting the stage for everything that was to come. As millennia turned into aeons, the first stars ignited like sparks in the long night, massive and hurried in their lives. These celestial giants lived fast and died young, their deaths as spectacular as their lives. In their fiery hearts, nuclear fusion cooked simple elements into heavier ones, carbon, oxygen, even gold. When these stars could no longer support their own weight, they collapsed and then exploded in breathtaking supernovae, scattering their enriched guts across the cosmos. From these stellar deaths, new stars were born, and with them, new planets, and eventually, new possibilities for life. Each generation of stars contributed more to the cosmic cycle, building more complex elements that would one day become part of planets, mountains, oceans, and even living organisms. It is a process of continuous rebirth, where each end is also a beginning, each death a conduit to new life. It is in this cosmic narrative that we find not just the origins of stars, but our own origins. Every atom in our bodies was forged in the heart of a star, traveled across unimaginable distances, and through the most violent events in the universe. We are, quite literally, made of stardust, connected to the cosmos, not just metaphorically, but physically. And so, as we stand under the night sky, gazing at the stars twinkling like the embers of a campfire long gone, we are not just observers of the universe, we are participants in it, heirs to a legacy of cosmic proportions. Each star tells a story, not just of its own life, but of all the elements it has contributed to the cosmos, elements that make up worlds and life forms, elements that make up you and me. What then of the moment before all this began, before the first stars, before the first atoms, before even the dimensions of space and time had unfurled? What secrets lie waiting in the fabric of the universe, secrets of its ultimate fate, and of other universes that may lie beyond our cosmic horizon? And what remains buried in that ancient silence? As we peer into the vast black canvas of night, each star twinkles like a note in a cosmic symphony, playing the melody of the universe's history. These luminous bodies are not merely sources of light, but are beacons that transmit the secrets of cosmic events, stretching back to moments just after creation. Imagine a diary, not written with ink on paper, but inscribed in the very fabric of the universe, with each chapter revealing the profound processes that shaped our cosmos. One of the most significant entries in this cosmic diary comes from the study of MeV emissions, those million electron-volt photons that serve as whispers of the universe's early life. During the epoch of nucleosynthesis, the universe was a cauldron of elemental birth. Hydrogen nuclei collided and fused under immense heat, forming helium and releasing gamma rays in the process. These gamma rays, detected as MeV emissions, are not just remnants. They are fossilized energy, capturing a moment of creation, much like how an amber traps a fleeting life of the past. This process of turning mass into energy and then into light mirrors the journey of memory itself. Just as our minds convert experiences into memories, the cosmos converts physical events into light, which travels across the expanse to reach us billions of years later. By deciphering these ancient photons, scientists unlock chapters of the universe's autobiography. Delving deeper, consider the cosmic microwave background radiation, the afterglow of the Big Bang, as a foundational page in our cosmic diary. This relic radiation provides a snapshot of the universe just 380,000 years after its inception, revealing patterns that are the seeds of galaxies. It's akin to finding the first sketches of an artist who would go on to paint the intricate structures of the cosmos. Beneath these records, something is still alive, pulsating through the seemingly static data. Every measurement, every detected emission and wave is a heartbeat of the universe. It's a living archive, not merely a collection of past events, but a continuous narrative that feeds into the present and dictates the future. The act of observing these cosmic phenomena does not just add to our knowledge, but connects us, physically and emotionally, to the processes that formed the elements within our bodies. Moreover, by studying the polarization of light from the early universe, scientists can trace the influence of gravitational waves, those ripples in space-time stirred by cosmic inflation. This is akin to reading the wind patterns imprinted on sand dunes, telling of storms that once roared across ancient deserts. Our understanding of cosmic inflation has dramatically expanded the scale of our known universe. It suggests not just a universe of staggering size, but potentially multiple universes, each with its own laws of physics, its own history, and perhaps its own versions of life. This revelation shifts our perspective from being the center of a single story to being part of a vast library of narratives, each universe a unique book, yet all bound together in the multiverse. In this grand library, every discovery, every piece of data, is a word, a sentence, a paragraph of the ongoing story. And as we continue to translate the language of the cosmos through our telescopes and detectors, we are not merely uncovering the past, we are also illuminating the path to our future in the stars, guided by the light of those who came before us. This quest is not just scientific, it is profoundly spiritual, bridging the empirical and the existential in our journey through the cosmos. Imagine plunging into the depths of space, where the fabric of reality stretches beyond the visible, into realms unseen and forces unimaginable. Here, the theory of cosmic inflation pulls back the curtain on a universe much larger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. This theory suggests that, within the tiniest fraction of a second before the Big Bang, the universe expanded exponentially, transforming microscopic quantum fluctuations into the vast cosmic landscapes we observe today. But to truly grasp the enormity of our universe's hidden structures, We must dive deeper, beyond the reach of any telescope, into the heart of a magnetar. A magnetar, one of the universe's most extreme and enigmatic phenomena, is a type of neutron star, but with magnetic fields 1,000 times stronger than a typical neutron star. These magnetic fields are so intense that they could rip the very atoms from your body, from thousands of kilometers away. Yet, despite their ferocity, magnetars are invisible to the naked eye, detectable only through the high-energy bursts of X-rays and gamma rays they emit. These stellar remnants are not just extreme. They are the epitome of cosmic mystery, embodying forces that defy our understanding of physics. As we orbit this invisible titan, let's consider the scales at play. On one hand, we have the magnetar, a dense, compact object no larger than a city, yet containing more mass than the Sun. On the other hand, there's the expansive nothingness that surrounds it, echoing the vast, silent stretches of the universe itself. It's a stark contrast. The dense and the void, the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. But what kind of life waits inside this silence? Perhaps not life as we know it, but the universe is adept at harboring secrets. In the extreme environment of a magnetar, matter behaves in ways that are not only strange, but also potentially revelatory. The immense gravitational and magnetic forces at work could lead to states of matter and types of particle interactions that are currently beyond our comprehension. These could be clues, not only to the nature of neutron stars, but to the very building blocks of the universe. Venturing further into these scientific unknowns, we encounter the metaphorical terrains of our understanding. Each discovery in physics, each observation of phenomena like magnetars, adds layers to our knowledge, yet also deepens the shadows where our ignorance lurks. The more we know, the more we realize what we don't know. This journey through hidden structures and extreme environments isn't just about uncovering what lies out there in the cosmos. It's also a voyage within, probing the limits of human understanding and technological capability. The study of cosmic inflation and phenomena like magnetars challenges us to think bigger, to reimagine the boundaries of the possible, and to confront the profound mysteries that lie at the heart of existence. As we stand on this frontier, the unseen forces of the universe beckon. With each pulse of radiation from a distant magnetar, with every piece of data hinting at the inflationary epoch, we are invited to explore further, to question deeper, and to marvel at the cosmic dance of creation and destruction. In this vast library of multiverse narratives, our story is just beginning, and the next chapter promises to redefine the origins of everything we thought we knew. In the vast canvas of the cosmos, where stars are born and die in blinding flashes of light and darkness, there lies a quiet testament to the enduring nature of life. The theory of cosmic inflation, once a mere speck of an idea, expanded our understanding of the universe as explosively as the universe itself has expanded since the moments following the Big Bang. It revealed a cosmos that is not only larger and older, but also far more mysterious than we ever imagined. This vast universe, with its countless galaxies and unfathomable depths, mirrors the resilience found in the microcosms of life, on our own planet, and in the human spirit. Consider the tardigrades, microscopic creatures capable of surviving the harsh vacuum of space, intense radiation, and extreme temperatures. Their resilience is not unlike that of the early universe, which withstood the chaotic forces of its birth to gradually form galaxies, stars, and planets. The tardigrade's ability to endure, adapt, and thrive in the most inhospitable conditions parallels how matter clung together in the cosmos, gravity weaving the fabric of everything from rocks to entire galaxies. On a human scale, our own history is a story of perseverance through adversity. Civilizations have risen and fallen, faced natural disasters, wars, and pandemics. Yet the human spirit remains indomitable. This persistence mirrors the relentless force of cosmic expansion, which continues despite the pull of gravity and the vast emptiness of space. Just as the universe stretches ever outward, so too does humanity push the boundaries of what is known, reaching for what was once thought unreachable. In both the macrocosm of the sky and the microcosm of human experience, there is a poetic symmetry. Stars that burn too fiercely die young, exploding in supernovae that scatter their enriched guts across the cosmos. From these celestial remains, new stars are born. In human terms, we see this when societies rebuild from the ashes of conflict or disaster, stronger and often more united than before. The resilience of life, whether in a star or in a human heart, is about transformation and rebirth, an endless cycle of destruction and creation. The study of magnetars, those bizarre, dense remnants of supernovae with magnetic fields 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's, further underscores this parallel. Despite their violent births and the extreme forces that govern their existence, magnetars shine brightly in the X-ray spectrum, a beacon in the dark proving that even in the most extreme conditions, the universe does not merely survive, it thrives. And so, we return to that gentle, reverent question. If life finds a way there, in the heart of a magnetar, what are we capable of surviving? This question does not diminish the scale of human challenges. Rather, it elevates our understanding of resilience by comparing it to the cosmic forces at play in the universe. It suggests that the same laws that govern the stars also whisper the secrets of human endurance. Our journey through life, like the universe's journey through time, is marked by episodes of expansion and contraction, darkness and light. And just as cosmic inflation suggests that our universe might be but one of many, each with its own laws and narratives, so too does every human being carry a universe within, a unique story of struggle, resilience, and survival. Thus, the story of the cosmos is not just out there, among the stars and galaxies. It is also here, within us, a story of enduring and becoming, a reminder that both in the vastness of space and the intimacy of the human condition, resilience is not just possible, it is fundamental. As we gaze up at the stars, we are looking into a mirror, reminded that within us burns the same persistent fire that lights the heavens. Before the Big Bang, what was there? Imagine a universe even larger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. This is the universe that the theory of cosmic inflation revealed to us. A vast expanse stretching far beyond our traditional views of space and time, teeming with possibilities and multiple universes, each with their own laws. And yet, something is unraveling fast. As we delve deeper, the fabric of understanding begins to stretch thin. What does this mean for our place in this grand cosmos? Are we mere specks within an infinite expanse? Or do we hold a greater purpose? This awakening about our origins, it's not just scientific, it's deeply personal. It challenges us to rethink not only the cosmos, but also ourselves. How does this shift in cosmic perspective resonate with you? Comment what this awakening means to you. Let's explore these cosmic mysteries together. For in the vastness of space, we may just find the essence of our own being. Imagine a universe where the collapse of a magnetar, a neutron star with an immensely powerful magnetic field, unfolds in a terrifying spectacle of cosmic violence. This star, once massive and bright, now succumbs to its own gravitational pull, causing an implosion that sends shockwaves across the cosmos. The magnetar's death throes release bursts of gamma rays, the deadly screams of a star in its final moments, echoing through the void of space. Parallel to this cosmic catastrophe, here on Earth, the ice caps are melting at an unprecedented rate. Each drop of water that trickles down into the ocean from these ancient glaciers carries with it the weight of irreversible change. The relentless rise in sea levels, much like the violent bursts from a dying star, sends its own shockwaves through our world, threatening coastal communities and disrupting ecosystems that have thrived for millennia. The collapse of these celestial and terrestrial giants is not just a spectacle of destruction, but a profound reflection of vulnerability. The Magnetar, with its magnetic field billions of times more powerful than Earth's, was once thought to be indestructible, just as the vast, icy expanses of our poles seemed eternal. Yet, both are disintegrating, unraveling the fabric of their existence in processes both grand and deeply tragic. This unraveling is not silent. In space, the Magnetar's collapse may soundlessly spread its lethal radiation, but its impact is felt light years away, as it distorts the very fabric of space-time itself. On Earth, the disintegration of ice caps is accompanied by the cacophony of cracking ice and the relentless rise of ocean tides, a constant reminder of the dynamic and fragile nature of our planet. And in that unraveling, new powers begin to stir. In the cosmos, the collapse of a magnetar could be the birthplace of black holes, objects so dense not even light can escape their grasp. These black holes could one day pull in gas and dust to form new stars, new solar systems, perhaps even new life. Similarly, on Earth, as sea levels rise and landscapes are irrevocably changed, new habitats are formed. Mangroves might extend their reach, providing new breeding grounds for fish, even as other species struggle to survive. The parallels between these cosmic and earthly events are stark and undeniable. They serve as a vivid reminder of the cycles of creation and destruction that dominate both the heavens and our home planet. Each acts as a metaphor for the other, a mirror in which we can see the reflections of collapse and renewal, death and birth. This cosmic perspective offers us a unique vantage point from which to view our environmental crises. It forces us to confront the reality that just as the universe is much larger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined, so too is the challenge of sustaining our planet in the face of looming environmental collapse. The gravity of these events, both cosmic and terrestrial, compels us to act with accelerated urgency. Just as astronomers study the skies to learn how to navigate the universe, we must study and respect the natural world, striving to understand and mitigate the impacts of our actions on this planet. Our survival, like that of any potential life forms sparked by cosmic events, depends not on the whims of fate, but on our ability to adapt and persevere through the cataclysms we face. In the grand tapestry of the universe, these collapses, though catastrophic, are but threads that lead to new beginnings, new challenges, and new opportunities. The key is to ensure that in our earthly domain, the story does not end with collapse, but rather is punctuated by renewal and resilience. The story of the universe continues to unfold, and so too does our own, deeply intertwined with the cosmos from which we sprung. As we explore the vast frontiers of the universe, the theory of cosmic inflation not only expands our understanding of the cosmos, but also mirrors the complexities and challenges faced here on Earth, particularly in the realm of space mining. The potential extraction of invaluable resources from asteroids and other celestial bodies presents a paradox of abundance amidst scarcity, a dynamic that could reshape economies and power structures globally. Yet, as history has shown us with the exploitation of Earth's natural resources, such as rare earth elements critical for modern technology, the benefits are rarely distributed equitably. The inception of space mining conjures visions of a future where materials like platinum, water, and rare minerals are no longer limited by Earth's dwindling supplies. Economically, the lure is undeniable. The asteroid 16 Psyche alone, which NASA plans to visit by 2026, contains enough nickel and iron to theoretically supply Earth for millions of years. However, the strategic implications are profound. Nations and corporations with the technological and financial wherewithal to tap these cosmic quarries could dominate new markets and wield significant geopolitical power, potentially sidelining less developed nations and exacerbating global inequalities. Ethically, the prospect of space mining opens a Pandora's box of dilemmas. Who has the right to these extraterrestrial resources? The Outer Space Treaty of 1967 declares space the province of all mankind, yet the more recent U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act of 2015 and similar legislation in other countries suggest a move towards national claims. This shift towards territorial claims in space reflects a colonialist mindset, reminiscent of the 19th century scramble for Africa, where powerful nations partitioned a continent for its resources without the consent of its people. The contrast between knowledge and control becomes starkly apparent in this context. While our scientific understanding of the universe grows, so does the desire to control and profit from its resources. The hidden agendas of state-backed and private enterprises in space mining are veiled in the rhetoric of exploration and innovation, but are fundamentally driven by competition for economic and military advantage. As nations prepare to stake their claims, the ethical consideration of space as a shared human heritage becomes clouded by the fog of emerging space race dynamics. This brings us to the pressing question: who shapes the future? And who is forgotten in its shadow? As we venture further into the cosmos, the risk increases that indigenous populations, less economically developed countries, and even lower economic classes in affluent societies will be overlooked or actively suppressed. The strategic and contemplative approach to space mining must therefore not only consider the technological and economic aspects, but also the profound social implications. Reflecting on Earth's own history, the exploitation of rare Earth elements has shown that what is initially seen as a boon can turn into a geostrategic curse. Countries rich in these resources have faced environmental degradation, political turmoil, and economic exploitation by more powerful foreign entities eager to control these critical supplies. The parallels to space are clear and cautionary. Without international cooperation and ethical guidelines that go beyond mere rhetoric, space mining could replicate these terrestrial injustices on a galactic scale. In conclusion, as we stand on the brink of accessing cosmic abundance, we must navigate the ethical, geopolitical, and economic complexities with a strategy that prioritizes equity and long-term sustainability. Reflecting on the controlled yet complex rhythm of cosmic events, our approach to space mining must similarly balance the excitement of exploration with the wisdom of restraint. The future shaped by space resources should be one of shared benefit, not a replication of historical conquests and inequalities. Thus, the challenge before us is not just technological or economic, but profoundly ethical, to ensure that in reaching for the stars, we do not forget the plight of those in the shadows. Imagine standing at the crossroads of infinite possibilities, where the decision you make today shapes the cosmos of tomorrow. This is not just a story of stars and celestial bodies, it's a story of us, our values, and our collective future. As we delve deeper into the realms of cosmic inflation, we confront a universe that is much larger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. But with this grandeur comes a profound ethical dilemma. How do we navigate our newfound power to exploit cosmic resources? In one scenario, picture a future where the mining of celestial bodies has become rampant. The universe's vast resources are monopolized by a handful of spacefaring nations. As asteroids and distant planets are stripped of their wealth, the disparity between the cosmic elite and the earthbound grows ever wider. In this universe, the heavens have been annexed, not by explorers of the unknown, but by tycoons wielding technology as their scepters. Here, the celestial sphere mirrors the most exploitative eras of Earth's history, where the rush for resources resulted in environmental degradation and social upheaval. The cosmos becomes a playground for the powerful, and the space between stars is lined with the echoes of those who have been forgotten. Now, let's envision a hopeful future, one where cosmic resources are harvested responsibly. In this scenario, international treaties have been established, ensuring that the wealth derived from space benefits all of humanity. Technology developed for mining asteroids is repurposed to combat environmental issues on Earth, providing solutions for renewable energy and waste reduction. Space exploration unites nations and cultures, fostering a global sense of community and cooperation. In this universe, every discovery made in the cosmos contributes to the well-being of every inhabitant on Earth. Education and infrastructure bloom, powered by the resources that once seemed boundless and out of reach. Here, the stars are not merely worlds to conquer, but beacons of hope, guiding us toward a more equitable and sustainable future. In both scenarios, the pivotal point is you. Your engagement, your voice, and your actions determine which of these futures unfolds. As stewards of both Earth and the potential heavens, our choices today resonate through the ages. Will we repeat the mistakes that history has chronicled so well, or will we forge a path of equity and sustainability? The cosmos may be boundless, but our resources on Earth are not. The way we extend our reach into space must reflect our dedication to preserving our home planet and rectifying the injustices of our past. In the end, it's not just a story of stars, it's a story of us. The mirrored structures of our possible futures serve as a reminder that every action has its reflection. As we stand poised to tap into the cosmic larder, we must ask ourselves, how will we mirror the best of what humanity can achieve? The universe has presented us with a canvas broader than any before it, and the colors we choose to paint it with will speak of our legacy. The ethical challenges of space mining are not simple hurdles to overcome, but opportunities to demonstrate our commitment to advancing as a conscientious species. They beckon us to rise above short-term gains and envision a future where the benefits of space exploration are as widespread as the universe itself. This is our moment to decide. Will we be the generation that looked to the stars and saw dollar signs, or the one that saw a chance to unite a fractured world? Your role in this narrative is crucial. By staying informed, advocating for equitable space policies, and supporting sustainable practices, you help tilt the balance towards a hopeful future. The universe's age and expanse might dwarf our individual lives, but in the cosmic play, every actor matters. Let's choose to act wisely. Before the Big Bang, there was a whisper in the cosmos, an inkling of the grandeur to come. The theory of cosmic inflation redefined our origins, revealing a universe much larger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. This vastness invites us to ponder, not just on the scale of the cosmos, but on the impact of our voices within it. Imagine every choice, every action as a ripple through this immense ocean of existence. Let your comment be the echo that shapes what comes next. As we stand at the precipice of interstellar exploration and cosmic utilization, we must decide what reflections we will send into the depths of space. Will our echoes resonate with equity and sustainability, or will they reverberate with the mistakes of our past? Now, let us fall into silence, allowing the weight of our potential actions to simmer in the quiet. And as we emerge from this contemplation, I invite you to share your voice. What world do you wish to echo into existence? Let us craft a future together that honors the vast, mysterious legacy of our cosmos. Before the Big Bang, there existed a silence profound and vast, a prelude to the cosmic symphony that would unfold. In the theory of cosmic inflation, we find a narrative that stretches the fabric of our understanding, pushing the boundaries of time and space to reveal a universe not just larger, but infinitely more enigmatic and ancient than our ancestors could have ever imagined. This theory, like a celestial loom, weaves together the multiverses, each thread a possibility, each weave a story of creation and dissolution. As we reflect on such boundless mysteries, we see the echoes of our own origins, a reminder that from great voids come great creations. The death and birth of stars, the cyclic flow of cosmic elements, all mirror our own earthly cycles of destruction and renewal. In this vast cosmic dance, where do we find our reflections? What echoes from the origin still resonate in the fabric of our existence? As we gaze into the night sky, let us wonder, are we also, in our essence, as timeless and mysterious as the universe we ponder?